Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for the parents.
Yeah.
For the kids that go astray, but you know, one of my pet peeves, and a lot of times you just be somewhere out in public, man, you see some badass kids, and the parents don't be saying shit to them.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you see some kids do some old ignorant shit, and the parents just be like, do.
Yeah, I got a problem with that.
You gotta be like, oh, okay, I'll snatch that little son bitch up. You let him. That's one of my pet peeves.
You ever see a child running around the store and just tripping while they running?
Yeah, no, not just tripping. No, I thought you meant just tripping.
Me neither.
But no, what I will do though, when I see them just acting up, and I see the mom is like kind of struggling or ignoring them, I'll go in my deep voice. I say, "Come on, man, you don't want to be with your mama. Come on with me." They'll straighten up them out. They'll just look at you.
Yeah.
That's how you get
Like,
some mama whip your ass.
No, but most parents go, they laugh and they see that man gonna get you. I'm like, no, come on, man, you don't want to be with your mom. You too mean.
And that's what's missing.
Yeah. A lot of people touch about them damn
That's what's
kids.
missing in the home is the male presence. That's what's missing in the home is the male presence.
Well, shit, stop putting them out. How many niggas you done put out your house?
Well, no. That's not it. That's not it. But we're gonna go ahead and shout out.
She gonna change subject. Now she want to shout out.
We're gonna shout out Joe Thompson. He sent a little love. But we need the male
Right
presence
on,
of the
Joe.
man in
Joe,
the
what'd you
house,
say?
and whether you are with the man or not, women, and my queen's gonna be upset with me, but you can't use the children as weapons to hurt the man.
Oh, they pawns.
You know, you can't do that because the child is the one who's going to be hurt in the end.
Oh, they pawns.
So he may not been a good husband or boyfriend to you, but he still has a right to be in his child's life, and the child has a right to have the father in his life. And I feel as though that's what's going to help save a lot of our children from making these detrimental decisions that will
right.
end them either locked up or
Tell
in
your
prison.
sister,
What
stop
if
putting the
the
nigga out.
16-year-old?
My sisters don't do that.
What if the 16-year-old boy decides he's man enough to try his father, and the father says, "You got to go."
Say that again.
The 16.
Oh, the woman have a damn hissy, man.
Yeah.
The woman have a damn
I didn't hear you. Say that again.
I said the 16-year-old boy decides he gonna try his father.
He gonna man up
and try his father. His father says, "Boy, you got to go now," even though he's 16. Is the father's wrong for that?
I think the father should lay his behind down. That's what he need to do.
Right. Is the boy selling dope out the house?
I don't know about necessarily putting them out. I think there's a lesson right here. Lay his behind down.
Yeah, man.
That's
But if he
what
do
you
that,
do.
all he gotta do is call the police, and my
See,
dad beat
that's
me
the
up.
part,
Oh man, my dad
Dad beat me up.
My
And I
dad
got
did
the
all
scars
three of
to
us,
prove it.
man.
Your dad what?
He did all three of us. I was the guinea pig. So when he set the precedent when I was 16 and being a senior, he took me outside and he boxed me. He literally said, "Brian, he said, we about to box. If you beat me, you can do whatever you do, come in whenever you want, go in the refrigerator, get whatever you want."
Did you upset
that
him,
was
or
a
this
good
just
deal.
popped up? This conversation just showed up out the blue?
No, it's the president.
That's
He
good,
did it
'cause
all three of us.
you were the oldest.
I was the oldest at the time.
I'm telling you, man.
So let me
if
tell you
you
what he
start
did.
off whipping that ass.
Whooping the oldest ass.
Let me tell you something, man. I had three pit bulls at one time. And, you know, they had gotten where they were out of control, man. So I had one, he was just ferocious, man. So I shot his ass. But I shot him in front of the rest of them.
Whoa!
And I never had another problem.
Wow! Is that where we were going? I don't know if that was a lesson.
Unfortunately,
No, I mean he's kind of right because I got knocked out by my dad. It's kind of right.
still got
I got knocked out by my dad boxing.
still got a limp,
but then I think my mom had a long talk with him. So when Ronnie
shit
came
went
along,
in
Ronnie the
the head,
senior, he changed it to wrestling. So and Ronnie was a senior. He folded Ronnie up like a tent with the same rules. The very next year, didn't matter, Roma having scholarships and all that. We went down to the gym, opened up the mat again, and said the same thing to Roman. If you beat me, you can do whatever you want, come in whatever time you want to. If I beat you, I don't care as long as you
That's
live.
all right if you
when
like
you come in my house,
if you right,
we're going to do what he got to say.
And your brother good if you like a young, healthy father. But you know, you got some old motherfuckers now with this Viagra shit. They're 70 years old. We got a 14-year-old. That boy beat your ass, boy.
that's
You
true.
be out there like
But
Cat
it
Williams
start-
getting your ass whipped by a 14-year-old.
But it started back from
actually
what
got
you
kicked
said
out when I
from
was
the
17
beginning.
by
From
my
you
father.
have to put the spirit of fear
Absolutely.
and
That's what I'm talking
respect in
Absolutely.
them
Yeah.
at a early
Fear and
age.
respect is the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, DC.
No, I think
It's a fine line.
making sure they understand that you as a father have a level of unconditional love for them. To me, it's certain stuff like it. yes, my mother beat us, but at this point, my mama old as hell. I'm not scared of my
Let me
mother.
stop you
It's
right
that
there.
I respect
Let me
my
stop you
mama.
right there. Ain't no unconditional love.
Oh, love come with conditions.
Ain't nothing. Everything is conditional.
I just
Ain't
know
no
this.
unconditional.
Even with
love.
children?
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
get
it's
to
still
acting. You get to acting a fool, and we draw. If I think I mean, if I think you fixing to draw on me, you better be quick.
I still love you. I can still love you, but I come first, and you gotta go.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I
Let
just
me
know.
see.
So it ain't no unconditional. It's conditional love.
You look
And
at,
if
you look at
if you stay within the conditions, okay.
Yeah. like
If you don't, that's your ass.
mentally, I'm like, you know what, Dad can't do nothing with me right now. But there's that thing in the back of my head, like, you know what, he
Hey,
might
man.
have a good day.
My dad
He might have a good
my
day.
dad at 98. I'm still scared of that nigga.
Exactly. You be thinking like he might have the day I decide
Well,
I'm gonna stand up to
I
him.
know I can take my daddy, but
Just,
might have a
just
good day.
that one.
He keep a knife on him, man.
think about that last ass whipping. Go ahead. Just-
But here's the thing. You said something, Bo. It's all designed. They started with if you beat your child, you go to prison. So the average man, especially the black man, he doesn't want to go to jail. So now you've taken that power away from him to be able to discipline his children in his household.
and the irony of that is, when the police stop him, they gonna beat the shit
They're
out
gonna
of
be
him.
the ones
So,
to beat
so
him.
when you
Yep.
say, so DC, when you say something like that, it all goes back to this whole slave mentality thing. Is that something that holds true to this day, or are we holding our own generational situation? Because they used to say we used to beat our children so the master wouldn't beat them. You know, there was a
Yeah.
point in slavery where that was the case. Are we still just moving along generation doing the same exact thing?
Man, there's
Kids
no
need to know
way
their repercussions
that
for
you
their
could
actions.
tell me that some ass whippings would not minimize some of these kids doing some of the shit they're doing if they had just got their ass whipped.
Yeah.
So here's a story. My brother, after me, we were living in Virginia, and we always still at my parents' house, even though some of us are adults. I was working, and I got a call to come into the office. My mom called me home from my job, and my brother was still locked up. He had a choice. Him and his friends decided they want to steal a car off a lot. We come from a good background, but they decided that they want to go and steal cars. My mom went to the police station and said, when you bring your ass out, I'm going to F you up. She took a wig off. She was like, let's go. And the police officer said, oh, well, we're going to release you to your mom. My brother said,
No.
Take me to jail.
Right.
And he went
closed
from
his own
jail
cell.
to the, what's that place called?
Juvenile detention center.
Halfway
After
house.
the whole thing, when they give you the skills and stuff.
Peace Corps.
Vocational school.
Okay,
Nah.
prison.
They want vocational
Job
college.
Corps. So
Job Corps.
after-
Job
yeah, he
Job
stayed in jail to court time, and the judge said, we can release you to your mom and go to school
Hey, man.
or go to Job Corps. He said, send me to Job Corps.
Here's bottom line. If your child's out of control, you need to whip that ass unless he has some extraordinary athletic ability.
You done send your son to wrestling school and karate
If the little
school.
nigga 14 and dunking,
Well, you know,
Yeah.
so somebody told me that all this autism and all the spectrum stuff is that black people didn't really deal with that because we used to beat that out of our children. Like, was there a time you remember when you had that little slow, strong cousin in the house?
you ain't retarded. Sit your ass up.
I don't think we can say that
Stop
word.
that drooling and shit. Oh, yeah, you can't say that on
Well,
radio.
He said window liquor now.
Yeah, window liquor.
But I mean, I will say it is it's a line. It's not like a perfect word where you can say beat them or don't beat them, because then you
No,
get
beat
to-
'em.
And when I
Yeah,
say
but-
beat, I'm not really meaning beat. I mean,
Chastise.
imply
Stomp 'em out.
corporal punishment.
And sometimes you can beat them mentally, because some kids.
What?
Yeah, like you being what? This is what I mean by that. One of my nieces, like the discipline didn't work, but if you sit her in a corner and make her right.
But that's a different.
It's
That's a different. That's a different thing.
See, I can see.
I mean, I agree with that. My daddy had a lot of mental shit going on with us, but ain't nothing like getting your ass whipped.
Yeah, because my sister,
I mean, you can stand in the corner, that timeout, all that shit. That may work with some kids.
You ever got
But
that
some kids, when they take that
bathtub
whooping, they be like, "Let me go and get my whooping," and then
That's
they go
how
right
I
with
was.
it.
Right back out.
Yeah, they be like,
That's
"Let
how
me
I
go."
was. Now you tell my brother, shut your bitch ass up,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Take your whipping. So we can go outside.
DC Carla would like to say something.
What, Carl?
One
You ain't
time
never
when I
had no
lived in
whipping, Carl.
Cincinnati,
Huh?
I was this with my son, and the police told me, he said, "Ma'am, you know you breaking the law." I said, "What do you mean I'm breaking the law?" He said, "Well, you know we don't allow that hitting kids."
Can't
I
put
said,
your
"Let me
hands
tell
on
you
your
one
son."
thing." I said, "Let me tell you one thing. Do you want me to discipline my son now, or when he get 12, 13 years old, he want to get a gun and shoot y'all?"
When he get
He
12,
said, "Ma'am,
13,
you have
how
a
old
nice
was the
day."
baby
He
you
left
beating
me
the
the
hell
hell
out of?
alone. Yes, he did. I told him that. I said, "Let me discipline my son." My son came down here. He's still at the damn fools. Ooh, I'm sorry.
How old was he?
He was 15. We were 15, and I said, "Son, you need to do something. You don't want to go to school." I said, "You can't even pass that test to go to the school in Savannah." "Oh, what the heck you mean I can't pass it?" I said, "You can't pass it." So look, he went and took the test and passed it. I said, "Good." And he went and told his daddy, "Now, I passed the test." I said, "Good." Ship him on up. He went to the military school. He stayed there for 2.5 years to get himself together.
Yeah.
'Cause I saw him 6 foot under.
Yeah.
In my mind, I saw some stuff coming
Yeah.
his direction, but that's all.
Yeah.
That's great.
How's he doing now? How's he doing now, Carl?
Ship him off.
He got a car wash, a barbecue place.
A barbecue at the car wash.
Bus, and he got the little hot women renting their buses out for the parties and stuff.
Oh, he a pimp.
He's doing something constructive.
That's right.
And it's, not
All it took was a little ass
All
whooping.
because you
Well,
whipped
come on
that
down
ass.
to Pop's ribs. Make it so good. We're gonna slap your mama.
give him one to society.
Listen, man.
Now, Pastor, how long did it take for your dad to knock you out?
Not long at all.
2 punches.
I'm
Dad fool you. Dad
I'ma
fool you.
say
Boy,
go
look down.
on
Look
the
down
record.
there. Look
No,
down
man.
there.
Like literally. First of all, when you get into, it's already a mental thing. Like, is he serious? And because you finna box him,
Right, because I'm about to drink my own milk in this
And I'm
month.
sitting here like, what in the world is going on? And so he hit me to make me angry enough to the point like he said, "Yeah, get mad, come on." And when I hit him, he said, "Now, Brian, you better hit me because I'm gonna hit you."
Oh.
And so
I can't see myself.
And then you
and he
up.
made me angry enough.
Swinging on your daddy like
I
that?
can't see myself swinging on my dad.
And I threw this little half punch out there, and he just caught both of my arms. Like he just used both of his arms.
I mean, I can
and
see
caught
myself
that.
knocking my son's
And I just
ass
heard the
out.
bell wrong.
But I can't see myself even defending myself against my dad.
Right.
Man, he just rung my bell.
We never
I
got
can't
to
see
that.
me hitting my daddy.
Is that because of his age?
Unless he did something to my mom.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, shoot, hey, my father called the police on me when I was 17 and made me leave.
Huh? It made you leave.
Yeah, I had to leave the house at 17.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And what were you doing? What were you doing?
Playing with yourself again.
On the front porch. On the front porch, jacking off. Your dad said, "Now we're not gonna have that, man."
Pee Wee Herman.
We squared off.
You squared off with your dad,
And he went upstairs and called the police.
You beat him up?
No, I didn't touch him.
Oh.
man.
So why they
and
call the
he
police?
called police and
He
police.
called the police, and I thought it was funny at first until they told me I was an adult in the city of Chicago at 17. They was like, "You got
Let me tell
5
y'all
minutes,
something.
grab your shit and get
If
the
there
hell
happen
out."
to be any kids watching that need this advice, you know how to stop getting ass whippings. You know when I stopped getting ass whippings.
What, you burn all the belts?
No, I was determined not to cry.
That never works.
Shit.
They work for me.
When
not crying?
they think that the ass whipping is ineffective,
Right.
and I would just stand there and I muscle up. And my dad
That's
used to
that
whip,
slave
he just
shit,
whip up with a razor strap. Y'all probably don't know what a razor strap is.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yes, I
That's
do.
all leather.
Yes, I do.
And I would man up, man, and I was determined. You don't make me cry.
You was like Kunta Kinte in Roots.
Right.
He
That's
make
right,
me
don't it sound
and I
like
stand there, and my dad, he be giving it all he got, and I be like, And then when he finished, boy, I go outside. And be, We'll be back. Sometime when you're wrong, you just wrong. I'd like to shout out my main man, Greg Mathis. This old lady says she out of there.